Okay, just had a great call with my daughter. It was wonderful. And I wanted to lay bare my life once more because that's what vlogging's about. Is about sharing with the world what you're going through and who you are and what you care about. And I care about things like this. These balls are very realistic, I guess. I don't know how realistic, but this is another one. And this one obviously is pink. And so it's white face. And so a white dick performance is totally legit for me to do because I'm white. But more than that, because I can do performances. Like, it's not a problem for you to stop. Stop doing that. It's not a problem to dress up. It's just that because racism has been so evil, we've exchanged this, which is like a celebrated racism, like the idea that black men have larger penises. Totally possible biologically. I haven't done the study. I don't care about the study, but it's a celebrating point. It's a point where you get to say, hell yeah, I think you'll have a black dick of a time. And what you mean is an extra long super pleasure time. But instead, what we've done with the N-word, the racist N-word, is we've created this, where it's not much of an erection. It's got pokey bits that go outwards and inwards. Nothing about it is comfortable. And it's always on the ready for its effing. And it's always out there. And it's just in the back of our brains. And when we come to it, we go, and we stop, and we don't say the N-word. Because somebody had to have sex with this. This was one slave owner's sexual romp with his slaves. That's what this was. And then the kids inherited all of that confusion and hatred. And I thought it was difficult. I don't really. But being raised by step-parents. Try being raised with step slave owners. You know, it's much worse. This is worse than any sex you've ever had. Have you ever been at a prison and you just stopped the prison and had sex with somebody there and forced them to have the child? That's what pre-abortion sex, slave sex was like. Obviously, it varies from person to person and owner to owner, but it was terrible. People were enslaved. The racist N-word sucks. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. But a humanized N-word is beautiful. It's actually fun. It's actually something that you can enjoy. You don't have to be at odds with one another. You can come together in a grand X that can only be split apart by a rising dick coming up from below. This motion of the triple FF, this motion is the fun part of N-wording the N-word. This is the stuff you get to do, and the fun stuff that you get to do if the tensions are brought down. But they're not. They've been brought up so that it's impossible for me to bring them down. I've given up. Instead of niggering the N-word, I'm niggering nigger faggotard, the NFT word, because I'm fought into my corner even further and further. I don't have anything to say about the N-word. I don't. But the NFT word is not the same as the N-word, because the NFT word offends across all lines. Ableism, homophobia. It's got the T suffix, which is just a spit in the face of the disabled. The NFT word is an awful word, and that word means human. And it's what we are when we fight for Gage Day, the Fuck Censorship International Vote Day, where we vote on the world president. Right? Like, that's the kind of thing that we could have had. And I just keep saying, that this is not what I'm doing, and it's such a waste of time because it's so obvious that I'm not this. That the conversation about racism has to actually get systemic. It has to get, around the problems, which are oftentimes police officers and correctional officers. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen correctional officers explain away their racism by saying, I don't care if they all kill each other. I don't care about them. And then showing action by action that they do care as sadists, that they do care as having a dog in the fight against the inmate. And guess what? The inmate is almost always the victim. There are very few scenarios where you get past that class difference. That's where class difference is at its most notable, when the prisons make it routine, all-encompassing, and anyway. So what am I saying this for? It's because I don't like talking about Pre-Med 2. I don't like this experience of looking inside my sweaty racist cock. Why would I like that? Because they're the head of some tax in there? No, that doesn't cause me pleasure. I can look in there. One's green, it looks like. One's white. There's a blue one inside. I can do that if I have to, but I'm glad Pre-Med 2's gone. He doesn't look like he had what it takes to be my friend. And I guess he still doesn't. I have to guess that, right? I poke him every once in a while with a comment on this or that video. But the wrongs that he did by not engaging with me intellectually on any level, with any argument, it was purely character assassination. That wrong added up to a lost fatherhood. And I am not a bad father. I have done everything I can. Look, I know I'm getting on my soapbox about this, but it's because I only get to talk to the baby girl every few weeks, and then I'm just a box in the phone. I'm just a screen. And so I have so little of what could have been so much to me. And the meaning that was lost there hurts. And that's why I keep saying it, because they did wrong. But what they did was bigotry, because nigrophobia is bigotry. And we still have a lot of work to do there. Even after we've fixed the NFT word. The N word is ominous and gigantic. And it, even though it's missing an FT suffix, infix, the F infix and the T suffix, even after we get all that done, after we get Hahnemann taught to everyone, I've been backed into a corner so bad that I'm just counting the times that I punch myself in the face. And I've changed that numbering system so that it can deal with larger numbers, because I just keep doing this until I pass out each day, because that's how I feel about my life. I hate what I've done. I hate it. I hate my life. That's how I feel about what this is. That's where I'm at. And it will never go away. I've lost so much. And so what's important now is that I express myself and then put it behind me, so that maybe, who knows, maybe I could have a family still.